And the glue mixture is a little bit watery, but it's mostly full strength. I've just added a little bit of water on so that it goes on a little bit more smoothly and doesn't dry so quickly. We'll be using a stapler. We'll need a mat knife or a utility blade. Nice and sharp. I like to do the long edges first, and then I do the other long edge and get it as straight as possible. And then with the short edges, there should be very little error or anything to deal with. So I fold one side back, apply the glue. Depending on how thick you've made your glue, that will determine how fast you have to work. Glue will dry pretty fast, and I do want it to be a glue. This is adhering to the wood, so I need it to be fairly thick, and I still need it to behave like a glue. So I'm just going to let this lay down gently. I do want to make sure that it's laying where I want it to lay. I don't want any extra on the inside, and I don't want the fabric to shift and sway. So this is pretty good. So I'm going to start with my center here, and I'm going to work my way out. This is where that upholstery technique and understanding comes into play. I'm just going to slowly work the wrinkles out this way and let that all stick down. So now I'm going to put some staples in so this doesn't move while it stores overnight. I'm not going to put staples right next to the edge, but I'm going to put it about 3/4 of an inch to the edge because I do need to trim off the excess still. I don't want them in that far, really. There we go. I need to pry these out, so I don't want them smooth and flush to the surface. I want them so a little bit proud, so I'm not going to push down and try to get them really sunk in. You'll find some people recommend wrapping the fabric around the back. I don't recommend that. That adds a little extra thickness. You have to deal with how it's folding and going around the corner. That's where the knife comes in. We're going to trim it off, and we're going to use our thumb as a guide. Our thumb isn't going to be anywhere near the blade. Our thumb is just going to be right below the knife, and it's going to be running along the edge while the blade is completely out in front of our thumb. So we're just using the thumb as a guide so that we can cut off 1/4 of an inch of muslin. You need a sharp knife for this. If you have a dull blade, it's going to tear up your fabric, it's going to unglue it, it's going to drag it all over the place. Take off that little corner. And then this peels up just like that.